The carnivore diet consists entirely of meat and animal products, excluding all other foods. It's claimed to aid weight loss, mood issues, and blood sugar regulation, among other health issues. What is the carnivore diet? The carnivore diet, popularized by Shawn Baker, has gone somewhat viral since 2018 due to its extreme stance. The carnivore diet is simple. You only eat animal foods and products. Everything else is restricted. That means no fruits, no vegetables, no bread or grains, and limiting your dairy intake to low-lactose foods, like the days of old. It's almost the complete opposite of a vegan diet. While this may seem crazy at first, some people theorize that plant foods are not required to live. In fact, carbohydrates, which are abundant in plants, are the only non-essential micronutrient. This means fats and proteins are required for our bodies to survive, but we don't need carbohydrates in the same way. Carnivore diet is sort of an evolution of paleo and keto. It stems from the contested belief that our ancestors ate mostly meat and fish, and high-carb diets are why Americans and other Western societies are experiencing such high rates of chronic inflammation, disease, and gut issues. While there is some truth to that, you will soon discover that the carnivore diet is controversial. This video reviews the carnivore diet, including whether it can aid weight loss, its potential benefits and downsides, and how to follow it. Benefits of the carnivore diet. While the credibility of the carnivore diet is very much in question, there is no doubt that people credit it from substantial transformations. Common anecdotal stories include results of: Number 1. Weight loss. Similar to the ketogenic diet, eating a strict meat diet can help you lose weight faster because you are shifting your main energy source from carbs to fats. When you're fat adapted, also known as being in ketosis, your metabolism can be both dietary and stored body fat for fuel. This means you can burn off your own body fat and use that as energy. In addition, fat and protein are very satiating. You may go for several hours without thinking about food, and studies have also shown that becoming fat adapted improves your hunger hormones, further regulating your appetite. Number 2. Decreased inflammation. Inflammation can be exacerbated when carbohydrate-rich foods are consumed. Vegetable oils, processed foods, and even some nutrients in plants have been linked to increased inflammatory responses in the body. Having less inflammation through a carnivore diet may result in fewer aches and pains. The extra collagen from protein sources can also improve cartilage health. Now, kindly subscribe to ASAP Health and click the notification bell. Number 3. Increased testosterone. Healthy fats are responsible for optimal hormonal function, including testosterone, and diets that are high in healthy fats have been shown to improve testosterone levels. Since most people will be eating more healthy fats and proteins on the carnivore diet, you may see an increase in muscle mass, strength, and energy. And if you are a woman, don't worry. The increased fat will regulate your hormones, including testosterone. It won't increase it. Number 4. Mental clarity. Many carnivores have reported increased focus, energy, and mental clarity. This is likely due to the restriction of carbohydrates, becoming fat adapted, and running on ketones, or fats, for energy. Studies have shown that ketones have neuroprotective properties, and the brain actually prefers fats for energy over carbohydrates. Foods you can eat on the carnivore diet. Eating only animal products makes your weekly grocery haul extremely easy. One of the major selling points of the carnivore diet is how easy it is to follow. Here's what you can have on the carnivore diet. Meat. Your main calorie source should come from fatty cuts of grass-fed meat like New York strip steak, porterhouse, ribeye, 80/20 ground beef, T-bone, bacon, pork chops, and flank steak. Since you are restricting carbohydrates, meats with more fat content are preferred, so your body can use those fat as a source of energy. Fish. Just like meat, aim for the fattiest fish you can purchase. Salmon, sardines, trout, mackerel, and catfish are allowed. Eggs. Also known as nature's multivitamin, eggs are the perfect ratio of protein, fats, and essential nutrients to keep your body performing at its best on the carnivore diet. Bone marrow. Bone broth is carnivore approved and is a great protein source that helps with gut, skin, and joint health. Low lactose dairy. Milk, grass-fed butter, and aged cheese are technically allowed since they come from an animal, but many carnivore dieters try to keep dairy intake at a minimum since a large percentage of the population eventually develops an intolerance. Lard, grease, and other animal-based fats. Use lard, tallow, and other animal-based fats to cook your food instead of vegetable oil. Simple spices, seasoning, and condiments. Salt, pepper, herbs, and spices are allowed on the carnivore diet. Stick to simple ingredients that don't contain any sugar or carbohydrates. If you want some flavor with your meat, consider adding some zero-calorie hot sauce. Foods to avoid on the carnivore diet. Now for the hard part. Eating carnivore is extremely restrictive, so that means most of your usual snacks and meals may be off the table. Here's what you can't have on carnivore. All fruits. Apples, bananas, berries, tomatoes, you name it. All vegetables. That includes vegetable broth and any condiments made from vegetables. Most dairy products. How much dairy you eat is up to debate in the carnivore community, although people tend to opt for low-lactose dairy products such as aged cheese and kefir as opposed to creamy cheeses and yogurt. All sugars. Added sugars across the board are out. That goes for natural sugars as well. All additives. Processed foods that include nitrates, nitrites, MSG, and any other additives typically found in frozen and canned food. Low-grade meat. Even though the carnivore diet is meat-based, that doesn't mean any meat is on the table. In order to avoid the inflammation caused by grain, you need to eat grass-fed and pasture-raised meats. All grains, bread, pastries, etc. No bread or grains across the board. This means no rice, no pasta, etc. All nuts, seeds, and legumes. Nuts, seeds, and legumes aren't allowed either. This includes almonds, peanuts, peas, flaxseed, chia seed, and etc. Anything else that isn't meat. That includes candy light taffy, lab-grown meats, and meat alternatives like Beyond Burgers. Carnivore Diet 7-Day Meal Plan. Getting started with a carnivore diet is extremely simple. Here's an example of what a full week of eating on the carnivore diet looks like. Day 1. Breakfast. steak and eggs. Lunch, salmon and fried pork. Snack, cottage cheese. Dinner, ground beef patties. Day 2. Breakfast, feta cheese omelette. Lunch, chicken thighs with cheddar cheese. Snack, chomps. Dinner, ribeye steak. Day 3. Breakfast, poached eggs with bacon. Lunch, tuna and hard-boiled eggs. Snack, sardines. Dinner, bone broth and roasted chicken. Day 4. Breakfast, kefir and 2 eggs over medium. Lunch, shredded chicken with bacon. Snack, tuna. Dinner, bison burgers. Day 5. Breakfast, chicken livers and scrambled eggs. Lunch, turkey burgers. Snack, hard-boiled eggs. Dinner, slow-roasted salmon. Day 6. Breakfast, chicken and feta omelette. Lunch, beef liver. Snack, sardines. Dinner, pork chops. Day 7. Breakfast, bacon and eggs. Lunch, grilled chicken tenders. Snack, steak bites. Dinner, prime rib. It doesn't get more straightforward, and there is no need to overcomplicate it. In fact, if you love steak, you can eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Risks of the carnivore diet. Now that you are aware of the purported benefits and structure, let's talk a bit about the risks. Number 1. Low vitamin C. Organ meats and eggs are about your only options apart from supplementation to get the vitamin C you need. Vitamin C is vital for repairing our body's tissues and helps reduce the chance of chronic diseases. Number 2. Lack of fiber. Fiber is only found in plants, and it contributes to healthy bowel movements and good gut bacteria. A lack of fiber may lead to constipation and eventually contribute to an imbalanced gut, which can contribute to a weakened immunity system and increase your chance of colon cancer. Number 3. Loss of good bacteria. Many carnivore evangelists note that intestinal issues are resolved after beginning a carnivore diet. This may be true due to the elimination of typical inflammatory foods like sugar, lactose, or anything else your body may be sensitive to. The issue is if good bacteria is eliminated over time as well, which could cause a variety of digestion issues. Number 4. Excessive sodium and saturated fats. Eating only meat and dairy will almost certainly increase your intake of sodium and saturated fats. Excess sodium can contribute to headaches, swelling, and kidney disease, and excess saturated fats can increase your risk of a stroke. The bottom line on the carnivore diet. The carnivore diet directly advises people to not eat food we know scientifically is good for you. Study after study has shown the benefits of eating a balanced, natural, and organic diet. If you are looking to improve your health, we recommended implementing trusted advice before attempting something as drastic as the carnivore diet. For example, if you think inflammation may be an issue, run a more traditional elimination diet that still has room for most conventional foods instead of cutting everything out. What do you think about carnivore diet? Tell us in the comments. Enjoy this video, hit like and share this video. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video.